Welcome to Kyle App presented by AgKnocks. My name is Tom Mag and I'm joined by AgJack and Billy. As always, we appreciate you for listening. Please be sure to follow at AgKnocks on X, Instagram, and TikTok for all of our daily content. And the Aggies are 8-0 for the first time since 1992. Top 3 team in the country. One in Death Valley, first time in the SEC, first time since 94. Who cares? We're still 8-4 until we hit 9.
Still 8-4 until we win 9, even though we've won 4 straight road games where we've scored over 40 points, which I think ties an SEC record, but who cares? We are still 8.
While we are still 8-4, I have to take a moment. I'm dumbfounded. I am flabbergasted. I'm bamboozled by the absolute ass-whooping, manhandling, pussy-pounding that occurred in Baton Rouge, Louisiana on Saturday night. Unbelievable. Never seen something like that in my life. First half, we were worried. We were stressed.
So
Elko came through.
Yeah, I think I've heard this from a lot of people, like just without prompting. They say that second half is the best half of Aggie football I've ever watched in my entire life. Like old people say that, young people say that, and I didn't think about it. Yeah.
Is Elko bringing the generations together, new Ag and old Ag, bro?
It kind of feels like it.
I fear all generations were just starving for some good ball, and we just have never seen a cohesive football team deliver consistently.
I will say, dude, the first half, I'm typically angry, but what I will say is that was the most calm going into a halftime I've ever felt whenever we're down and played like shit, because we turned the ball over twice and we're only down by what? We were only down a 1 possession game, and we have literally the king of halftime adjustments, so you knew they were about to get boat raced.
So
I think we've all
talk
seen
about the entire
that first half, second half.
I think there's a delay. So yeah, let's talk about the whole game from start to finish so that we get a good feel for kind of play-by-play, series-by-series, how this went down. So before this game, I met with a former Texas A&M player who played in the NFL, and I tweeted this. He told me, because he went to practice a couple days before, I think on Tuesday he went to practice, met with Elko, watched the practice, and he told me, without even me asking him, he was like, dude, it feels so different there. Like, I played for someone, practices did not look like this. That team does not look like they know what their record is in the best way possible. And I was like, oh my God, somehow that's the greatest thing that I've ever heard anyone tell me on the pod, off the pod, whatever. That made me feel things, even though it's one guy's opinion, whatever. But that kind of translated into this game.
I know what you're saying. It's almost like, you know how we always say the discipline thing with Elko? We know that Elko is going to bring discipline to the table. I think this is what that looks like.
Yeah. It feels very different. So let's do this. First drive was an LSU punt. We immediately stopped them. And then we get the rock. Fucking 6 plays. This was the Marcel Reed 41-yard rushing touchdown, which was just a holy shit. We're here, drops back, rolls left, hitches up, and goes, because that's what the defense gave him. And Marcel has the freedom to make decisions, and he has made these decisions the whole season. And finally, in a big game, like we talked about all year long, we said unleash him in a big game, and we said don't run him against Utah State, don't run him against UTSA. There's no point to do that. But when we need to bring the big dogs out, we let him off the leash and let him eat. Unbelievable play by Marcel.
You're going to pause there because what you've tried to do is take one of the most consistent, fearless takes of the season, clowned in the chat, clowned on the pod, clowned in the YouTube comments, and you're going to try to take credit for my cloud is unbelievable. I've been preaching. No. Hold on. Let Daddy
explain
speak
why
now.
you won the take, though, because it's not a take that you won. It was a bad take the whole time, and now you're justified because Marcel ran.
No. It's just simply not true. If you look at the Notre Dame game, which was a big game where he did not run, there's a clear, stark difference. And maybe it's confidence that he's proved what he needed to prove as a pocket passer. Maybe it's the coaches listening to AgKnocks and saying, yo, bro, run that rock, big dog. Let him cook. I don't know what it is. I can't tell you what changed. But I think this is the Marcel Reed that we've all been waiting to see for the past few weeks. The dynamic runner, as well as pairing that with an explosive pass game. That's what we have been waiting for and wanting. I'm taking credit. I will give myself the flowers if needed. You all may cry amongst yourselves. I'm no longer the white hooded man in the YouTube video. you will see me as the GOAT and refer to me as the GOAT only of ball knowledge.
Okay, wait.
Now
Let's just
proceed with the game
we all
breakdown.
we all wanted the same thing, right?
Proceed.
We all wanted offensive success. The entire season, you were just saying he's not running enough. They're not doing enough designed runs. This was a scramble. This was his decision. He saw it open up. It was probably part of his progression on the play. I think, if anything, it shows he's getting more comfortable in the offense. The game is slowing down for him, and Colin Klein is setting these things up. We got to talk about Colin Klein, but he's
Okay,
setting
yeah.
these things up.
In real fast on that, Billy, the play was like a bootleg, bro. The whole defense was in man. There was nobody on the backside. It was wide open as day. Like that was a
That's how I know
scramble
you
every
haven't
day of the week.
you haven't listened to any time I've said it is the problem. It was never about a designed run. It was his willingness to scramble is what we were looking for. And we got it. Let's move on. Let's give Colin Klein his flowers while we're giving Billy his flowers. Because there's no debate. I cooked. You didn't. You're standing outside in the pantry and I'm in the kitchen over an open flame, sizzling pan.
But that's
touch
the
the
issue is that you
pantry.
think that we're wrong and you are right.
No,
And that's not the
no.
case. You can go back and listen to our podcast from earlier in the season. And
All right, we're done. We're done.
Proceed.
I don't care.
Proceed.
I'm just
That was a
last
sick play.
point-
Potentially a
last
Heisman moment. Also, Harold Perkins, his fall off watching, like, because that was such a highlight and you can see that it was Harold Perkins, like, clearly gave up on the play, clearly could have made the tackle and
we're
prevented
winning
it from being a touchdown. Unbelievable. Beautiful.
Yes, absolutely. We all agree. We love the Aggies. This shouldn't get toxic over this stupid take. I think we're all in the same direction. The point is, if you go back and listen to our old podcast, I literally think we said the LSU game is probably when we're going to break out the Marcel runs. And that was his first career 100-yard rushing game, which is crazy to think about. Like, that's kind of weird. Anyways, so the offensive line was looking fantastic on the first two drives. Didn't get pressured at all. Second drive, we go down the field. Marcel rolls right, makes that off-platform throw to KCC for a 15-yard touchdown. We are looking very, very good. Cassius Howell is destroying Garrett Nussmeier, like getting off the edge. He knew the NFL scouts were there. I think there were 12 NFL teams in attendance, and this was like a huge game for our guys to like go make some money. I think Cassius Howell is going to run up those boards. But then we stop LSU, get the ball back. We have that botched snap, which just leads to a total fucking run of disaster. Blocked punt for safety. Then we go all the way down the field again, easily on them. Marcel throws a bad interception where he doesn't see the safety, and that sucked. But that's going to happen. Like, we can't get too caught up on that.
Let's be clear, though, for that drive, he, like, was saved from an earlier interception on that same drive, which should have been easily a pick. For sure. It wasn't his best drive. He seemed rattled that whole drive after the botch snap.
Which one was that? We also missed the ABR catch. We got to talk about that too. Which one are you talking about where it was almost a pick?
Yeah, no, it was the dropped pick, though. It was like on the 20 or 30, on our 20 or 30. Same drive.
I'm not seeing it.
That may have been the one where we got the punt block, but still, disregard. Continue.
Yeah. So, yeah, earlier in that drive, it sucks that this did not lead to points. But that play on 3rd and 7, Marcel throws it behind ABR a little bit, and he just, like, that was just unreal. Like, just reached back and snagged it out of the air like it was nothing and ran, like, in stride. Like, he wasn't even surprised he caught it. Nuts.
Do y'all understand that, like, ABR is, like, 4th string? That's crazy.
Wide receiver 3 debate, I think I haven't seen much from Bussy, and respect to both of them. I think they'll both be here a long time. If those are the young guns that are up next, I think we're in a good spot. But he's definitely making a name for himself.
There's all these checklists of things that we have never seen Texas A&M football do before. One of them is having depth young players step up in big moments, doing shit like this. We're going to Bussy. We're going to ABR. We're going to EJ Smith. We're going to Jamarian Morrow. This was the game where it was like, okay, this is another thing. I was talking to my wife about this. When you're watching A&M play, like all of our lives watching football, there's always that one guy who gets the ball and you're like, why the fuck does he have the ball? Like he's not doing anything with it. Why do we set up a play to him? Why are we handing it off to him? This is a waste of a play. A&M does not have that guy. Everyone that gets the ball is dynamic, and it feels like Colin Klein's putting everybody in the best spots for them to win. Craver in open space, the tight ends on the drags. Even I think Amari Daniels is like the only guy where I'm like kind of iffy about it, but he's still effective. Like he's putting his head down and run people over.
Bro, they handed the ball to a tight end for like a goal line situation, a short yard situation. Like, this is awesome.
Orchard getting some playing time is honestly dope to me. Like, I had never heard of him through the first 3 or 4 games. Well, obviously after the Notre Dame game, but I thought that was going to be legit his one play of the season and just completely disappear. He's played a very solid role, and I feel like he's come up with some pretty big plays, either blocking or catching for us throughout the year so far.
Yeah, he's been an absolute stud, and you can see the progression of like the coaching staff trusting him and getting him more involved as the games go along. And Theo played really well today too. He got involved, and it's just like we're getting the tight ends, we're moving the running backs, we're running with the receivers. It's so beautiful to watch, and everybody plays their role. I mean, Casey Concepcion, like holy shit, he is such an amazing player. We'll talk about that with the punt return and everything. So let's get into the rest of the half. It was a bad half. It felt like that first quarter, we came out like on cocaine and smelling salts. Like the way that guys were moving, and it just felt like we were on another level. And also shout out to, what's his name? Moffitt, the strength coach.
Tommy Moffitt? Yeah, bro.
Tommy Moffitt revenge game. And it feels like he had a huge impact on this team so far. Because we look stronger than everybody, faster than everybody in all of these games.
Dude, it's clearly obvious. The Moffitt effect is clearly obvious when you look at the trenches and we're dominating LSU. That used to be LSU who like beat our shit up. Like we're doing that to them in Baton Rouge. That's like where strength and conditioning comes from. It's nice to see. And nobody's hurt except for Le'Veon.
No.
And that's good.
Oh, discuss. Let's not get further into that, please, for the love of a jinx. Can we
gonna-
explain?
We have all like the playmaker conversation that we just had. All of that is without our best fucking player. I'm just saying. It's unbelievable.
Can someone explain? I was obviously at a wedding. Can you explain what happened with the personal foul call?
Okay, so at first they didn't show what happened, and it didn't look like anything happened, and they were not making any effort to show any sort of replay about what happened. And Kirk Herbstreit was just like trying to move on, even though like throughout the game, whenever there was a penalty on LSU or a flag against A&M or something positive for LSU, it felt like he kept going back to it and pointing it out. But no one said anything about this personal foul, and it was on 3rd and 18. We stopped them. We were getting the ball back. Ended up leading to a score, right? It led to that touchdown. Yeah, unsportsmanlike conduct on Scooby Williams. Then in the second half, when they came back out, they actually showed the replay, and Scooby just like punched the guy in the face, and we just didn't see it until then.
Yeah.
It
was definitely warranted.
But at the time, it was like, what the fuck is this? So
I do remember seeing there was controversy about that, but fair enough.
So fast forward, they scored the touchdown after that personal foul, which was infuriating. So they're up 15-14, and then our offensive just string of bad luck continued. We get a tip ball intercepted by Harold Perkins' bitch ass. LSU gets a field goal before the end of the half. They're up 18-14. We're going into half. We obviously beat ourselves all in the first half. Go ahead, Tomac.
Okay, so what I do want to say is after that personal foul call, the thing that stood out to me is they went deep against Dez fucking Ricks. Dude, we might have a problem.
I think that's the only weak spot. And for us to be like, that's it, is not that bad.
It's only going to happen like 2 or 3 times a game. That's not bad at all. It's just like, I think teams are keying on that now.
They might be, but fucking let them, dude. Let Elko find a way to feast on that. So I forgot also on their touchdown drive, after that personal foul, Dalton Brooks dropped that pick that hit him in the chest. Remember?
Oh my gosh.
That was brutal.
Dude,
so
it was like a floating duck. It was just asking. It was honestly a pick 6 too, bro.
I don't know if it was a pick 6.
Nuss's ass. We'll talk about it.
Well, his O-line sucks.
We'll talk about it at length. No, he's bad, bro. He's just not good. I'm sorry. I have not seen an impressive throw out of him. Obviously not once last week, but I have never been impressed with what he's done.
I don't disagree. It felt like, and maybe he's hurt or something. I don't know. He doesn't look the same. So Second half, we're down 4. It's definitely tight butthole season. Tom Ag said he was calm about it. I feel like it was the opposite of Arkansas. Like in Arkansas, I was calm, and this one I was pissed off because I was pissed about the refs. I was pissed about the drop interception. I was pissed about Marcel throwing picks. How were we going to answer? We were going to answer like we were one of the best teams in the country. Come back out, second week in a row, out of the half, score a touchdown. Assert your fucking will. Marcel running all over the place. Craver running all over the place. Ruben, everybody got involved. Marcel runs a touchdown in, jukes the fuck out of Harold Perkins, makes him look like a little bitch. And that's how we started the half. Then we force a punt after 4 plays. Wait, what is this? What happened here? I'm trying to remember. But yeah, we force a punt after that. 4 plays later, they kick to KCC. Just ridiculous punt return.
His lower body strength is unbelievable. You can see it on display like a couple times during a game where like usually there's a player on his back or somebody's trying to take him down from the waist, and like almost 9 times out of 10 you see a player go down. He carries him out of bounds and just stands up. He's not at any point going down because you're leaning on his waist.
He reminds me of A-Chain, bro.
He reminds me of Steve Smith. I've been saying it all year. He's like kind of smaller, but he breaks tackles and he's like way stronger than he looks. But yeah, I mean, I think honestly the KCC thing is like he's gonna be the guy that like in the draft people are kind of like whatever about, and then he goes to the back of the first round to a really good team, and then he balls out and he's insane. So yeah, super crazy guy.
I'm trying to decide if I love him being the punt returner. I mean, obviously he changes the game, but like if we're up, that's where I think you can get hurt pretty easy being a punt returner. But I don't know. I don't know if I'd want our best player offensively.
But in
like Terry Bussey can do that. But fair enough.
This flipped the entire game. I agree with you. Bussey's also a pretty damn good returner, but this flipped the entire game. Like the momentum was all ours from that point. 28-18. Yeah, 28-18. Immediately we get another stop, get the ball back again, and then we go and score a touchdown. Marcel throws that little screen, beautiful play call by Colin Klein to Jamarian Morrow. Dude, every time Morrow's in the game, I'm never like, oh shit, like there's another, like there's a backup running back, like hope he doesn't fuck up. Like he's very good, and he's a different type of back.
Dude, he's like you expect a big play to happen. He's going to find himself the ball like with space, like guaranteed. And his spin move is electric.
I'm just going to say this. I fear this is what like the NIL era changed things. So what made Bama so successful is they had guys who sat like minimum 1 year, sometimes 2 years, and they like got bigger, got stronger, got better, and they could pay them under the table. And that was great. We have the bread and the clout to pay them up front above the table for 2 years, let them mature and get better. If we can build that, like we have already got it with D-line. That's clearer than ever right now. Running back, I think is definitely getting there. And like we can build that across a couple like O-line, like some skill positions. That's what makes you unstoppable.
Turning into a place where people are going to want to transfer to. I mean, the thoughts that race through my brain during this second half, I do not want to share with anybody. So, touchdown.
Share them right now.
Nope, never doing that again. So 3 and out, 35-18. We have all the momentum. Get the ball back. We score in fucking 6 plays. We go right down their throat. Second and goal at the 1 yard line. Hand it off to Nate Bork. Why the fuck not? He threw up the revs. He was revving. I DM'd
his what that was?
Yeah. I DM'd his mom again yesterday, and I reminded her that she has to have him throw up the A, and she said she'll let him know. So I don't know. We'll see. Like, I'm dead serious. I did. I was like, what the fuck? Like, why? I was like, Nate scored all these touchdowns. Like, why is he not throwing up the A? And she's like, oh, I'll make sure to let him know.
I'm not sure that's going to really move it for him. He'll be like, yeah, dude. So my mom has been DMing this podcast. Keeps telling me to do this celebration. I don't know.
So, I mean, after that, it was like, why are the starters still playing type of thing? I mean, we scored 2 more times. We had a Jamarian Morrow 11-yard touchdown run. And then we had
with that sweet spin move.
Yeah. We give up a touchdown to Michael Van Buren. I mean, this was a shit pumping of all shit pumpings. The second half was 35-7, and they scored a touchdown in trash time. It was basically 35-0. After last year, we went 31-7 at Kyle Field when Marcel came in. So Marcel owns LSU. Marcel should win Heisman. No doubt about it. Marcel is your 2025 Heisman. We will start that campaign now. We're doing it online. We will continue it. But get Brian Kelly fired. Aggies are just fucking rolling into this bye week, and I'm so glad we have a bye week now.
Dude, same.
Talk about it.
Calm down. Calm down.
I don't know if that's going to work for us. We probably won't. But I do think the one huge dub of Brian Kelly getting fired is he's going to Penn State. That's like a lock. That's
Yeah.
a perfect fit.
Absolutely.
I just, not to say that I was worried about Elko, but like that was the one place that I could see like trying to make a play for him and just introducing some pain in the assness. I think we're good with Elko now. I mean, we'll still probably have to give him a raise, but Brian Kelly going to Penn State is a big dub for everybody involved.
I mean, if he gets to this 9th win, if he goes and beats Mizzou and we're basically guaranteed 10 wins this season, that'd be sick. I wouldn't mind giving him a raise because he's done what nobody else can do for a while.
I mean, yeah, he deserves it. And like he was bottom of the barrel, kind of getting one of those lackluster contracts because of what happened with Jimbo. And I think we got to pony up and reward the man. There's a lot of people out there that are hesitant to do that, but like this doesn't feel or look like the Jimbo COVID team where that could have been a Mickey Mouse ass season where we just really wanted Jimbo to be good. So we were ready to pay him because we wanted it so bad and we expected it. With Elko, it's like, okay, this is a guy who is outperforming expectations at every single level and clearly has the team going in the right direction in a weird point in college football where there's not a lot of precedent for what's going on in NIL and the transfer portal. And he's dominated all of it. And it's led to this product. And it's not a finished product yet, but this feels like the guy. It feels like he might be like one of those next big, long-standing elite coaches.
That might be the case, but I have never felt scared like at halftime of a game with an A&M coach like I did at halftime at LSU. I was afraid for the players. Elko is fucking terrifying, dude.
Yeah.
Definitely big. I bet he breathes so fucking loud too, dude. I just know he's crushing like
on your neck too, just like
yeah.
I mean,
Just like real.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm gonna say something. No, I won't. We'll talk about it afterwards. But there's a towel that he would have if he were of a certain. He would have a big boy towel if he was. Let's just leave it at that. He would have to have one of those, guaranteed.
Yeah.
Like a beach towel?
No. We'll discuss. Anyway, Elko, I think we're saying he's instilled the culture that we've been looking for, but the question for me, what's going to show the difference is, okay, can we not fuck it up? I don't think we have to go undefeated, but like, let's win our must-win games to get to that 12-team hump.
Of course. I think we're just taking it week by week though, bro. Like the team, that's what I'm back to what I was told by that player. The team doesn't know what their record is. And a game like that can inflate the ego so easily. So after Notre Dame, after LSU, big road game wins where we scored a lot of points and had a lot of swag and attention, we go into a bye week. We go dormant for a week and we have to reset mentally and refocus and say, hey, listen, like, yeah, you guys should fucking believe internally that you can go win a national championship. You can go win an SEC. You can make the playoff, all that shit. It's all possible. It's all right in front of you, but it's up to you. I mean, it is what it is, bro. Like, we're here now. We're up here and we just have to like enjoy the ride, but also the expectations of this team based on what they've done this year have changed.
For sure. I'm going to make a bold prediction for the bye week that I think we need. If we survive this bye week with no team discipline issues or arrests, I think we go to the SEC championship game.
That's the next step of this whole dynasty
That
thing.
would be discipline. Because Jimbo, absolutely, bro. Guaranteed 2 players are suspended for sure. Probably starters also.
Yeah, for some stupid shit. But yeah,
driving 100 miles an hour through a parking garage, perhaps. But you never know.
Well, but that's the thing. Do we want that? Because that's Georgia. Or do we not want that? Because it's culture. It's like discipline.
No, I love eligibility. I like eligibility a lot more than I like stars.
So, yeah. I mean, let's back to the second half thing. 35-7 in second half. The feeling that we had at halftime, whether you were nervous or whatever, on the road at LSU, you're like, this is the spot where we're going to lose. We're beating ourselves. And they adjust. In every single game, there's been a halftime adjustment, whether it's offensively, defensively. But you can always trust Elko for that. Like, I feel like it was something we were saying last year. It was something we heard from Coach Cleat. It was something that we had kind of seen a couple times when he was defensive coordinator where things changed, but it wasn't palpable last year as much. Now it's like, holy fucking shit. If there's something wrong with this team in the first half, rest assured it will be fixed in the second half, almost every single game.
Where you have the smartest guy in the room. That's what you want. That's who you want running your squad. And I think I don't know if there's a guessing game. Like, is it almost like a cat and mouse of like, oh, like they think I'm going to adjust to this, so I'll keep my game plan the same? That maybe plays into it, but I'm curious. I would love to know what goes into that. Because I've seen tweets that said like, yo, halftime adjustments are a total myth. Like I've seen, I don't know who was like a former player saying, yo, we go in there, we grab Gatorade for like 5 minutes, like people chill out, and then we like come back out. Like it's not that serious.
I think it's
But
a coach.
I think so. Something I don't see a lot in our first half defenses is our defensive line running like stunts. It may not be adjustments. It literally just may be like base packages going up against their offense and filling them out the whole game, tiring them out the whole game. And then when the second half starts, we run like a slant on a defensive line, and the O-line are like, what the fuck was that? Or we bring the safety or a corner on a blitz. And it's just every other play we're doing something weird or random, kind of like Colin Klein with motion.
Yeah. Before we move on to anything else, I want to talk about the defense, and then I want to talk about the Colin Klein stuff. The defense. Shout out Coach Cleat. Bold prediction. It wasn't super bold, but it was bold for a guess. He said 7 sacks. He's had 7 sacks. So across the board, these are the guys who had sacks. Marco Jones with the half sack. Marco Jones, I think he's a freshman. He balled out, and he got recognized by the coaches. He had a half sack, half TFL, and a pass defense. DJ Hicks had a sack. TJ Searcy, sack and a half. Cassius Howe, 2 sacks. Looks like a monster. Absolutely made a name for himself this week. Jordan Lockhart, sack. Rylan Kennedy, sack. Everybody on the defense is making plays up and down the depth chart. Different positions. It's actually crazy. Did we even turn them over in this game? How do you dominate a team like this in their own fucking house at night without forcing a turnover? Unreal.
It's kind of similar to the offense if you think about it. You know how we had so many players touch the ball? Same thing with the defense. So many players made plays on the defense. I think Bryce Anderson's even starting to play, right?
I know he's redshirting.
Let me say, can I just say, it's probably going to be slightly unpopular, but I do think we have to, and maybe hopefully this is what the message is to the team is, that was a bad LSU team. Like, let's be straight up. That was not a good team, top to bottom. They gave up, and they weren't that great of a team, I think, to begin with, right? They obviously had some bad losses this season that showed up on tape, but like, I think that's to me still the message though, because we would lose to that bad LSU team. Oh my God, it's night at Death Valley. Like, you got to expect that as a loss. Fuck that. They were a terrible team. We're better than them. We imposed our will. Like you said, Jack, it's not necessarily the turnover game. We just proved that we were better. It wasn't like there was chance plays here and there. We were just straight up across the board better than them, offense and defense and special teams.
We literally took over the fucking stadium.
Yeah, that was insane.
We took over Death Valley.
It is insane to look at, like, it could have been so much worse. We lost the turnover battle. We were -2 on the turnover battle. 2 interceptions. And we dominated this team. SEC. And I know they gave up. I know that they were on the last leg with their coach. But it was LSU at home. It was a crazy environment. They wanted to win. They said they were going to win. They've got very talented NFL guys on that roster. So
they're guard, bro.
Dude, that one receiver, the giant dude, was so nuts. They had like the most insane drive and then just was never heard from the rest of the game at all.
Yeah.
Dude is a monster.
Oh, dude, wait, the receiver?
Yeah, bro.
Dude, I was like, is that a tight end? And I was like, no. Like, oh my God.
He's like Kelvin. He's like DK Metcalf, but like with actual hands. It was crazy.
And not slow.
DK Metcalf is not slow. It's a terrible take.
Yeah, bro, he's got fucking center blocks down there. I'm faster than DK, bro.
Where are we at on Colin Klein?
All right. I would like to say something. Since Colin Klein accepted, I have nothing written down here. Since Colin Klein accepted the position at Texas A&M, I've always been skeptical. I'm not saying I'm not skeptical now. I would always say that his head is on the chopping block or on the guillotine block.
And the news.
And it was, yeah. But I'd say now I've pulled him up off of the guillotine. We've taken a couple steps back. I've invited him back inside. He's not staying in like the normal quarters or the guest quarters, but he's staying in the jester's quarters. So can still easily be put back on the chopping block. But good job so far, Klein. Keep that shit up. You're fucking killing it.
Figured
Is that
something
an
out.
apology? Are we classifying that as an apology? Or what are we saying that was?
It's like it's getting there.
It's an apology.
I would like to
That's definitely
apologize.
stuff.
I would like to apologize. Colin Klein, I'm sorry. I did say that you should be hung after the Auburn game. Regret saying that now. I think we've done a fantastic job. You have a lot of weapons, but you're using them correctly. Keep this shit up. The T formation is fire. The fake jet sweeps, all that stuff is super cool. You know where to put guys. Keep that shit up. I like it. Don't get too big for your britches. He was talking about, I want to be a head coach. Bro, be an offensive coordinator that wins a national championship. Then we'll talk about being a head coach.
Yeah. Be the highest paid offensive coordinator in the country.
That's a great job to have too. Like, just like you don't need to go be a head coach already, dude. You're so young. Go
Dude,
get paid.
and your offense can just be sick. You could just drop like 600 yards a week on people.
And Marcel's gonna stay another year, probably. Like maybe.
You don't want to fucking care about defense. That's a lot of headache, dude.
Yeah.
There's too many
No one's a-
variables. It's so easy with penalties these days. It's so catered to the fucking, to the offense. You don't want
went
those
from
problems. We haven't even talked about special teams, man. Just chill. It's all good.
He went from a public apology to twerking for him to stay is crazy. Like, that was nuts. Y'all both were like, I mean, like, unless like you want to go be a head coach, then like it's really hard. Like, you don't want to do that.
It is hard,
What-
bro. It's
Dude,
not
what
that
if
much more
Elko's-
money. Like at a smaller school, like a Big 12 school, it won't be that big of a difference in pay. It's not economically worth it.
What Coach Cleve told me, he texted me after the pod, and he was saying that he heard from his boys in the program that basically Elko was listening to AgKnocks, heard me saying, blah, 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 Marcel should run more.
Yeah.
He went and threw a chair in Klein's office
Oh, it's
to then let him know, listen to the boy, listen to the GOAT. This dude went to Harvard School of Ball, whatever. Come on, bro. Not that hard. Keep it simple. And that was after the Auburn game. That's the crazy thing. And he's figured it out since then. So,
Apologies to Colin Klein for sure.
Yeah. Big apologies from us. We're big people for that.
I'm actually just going to hit him with a "you're welcome." If you
Yeah.
guys are comfortable with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry for giving you
well,
the game plan. It's all good.
like overall takeaways is like love the coaching staff. Elko's calling a great defense. They're developing guys. They're doing all the right stuff. They got the right guys in the portal. Keep it the fuck up. Whatever you're doing, keep it up. But the team itself, these players, this quarterback, this Heisman level quarterback has proven they are willing to go anywhere at any time of day and fucking get the job done. It doesn't feel too big for them. Okay. No stage, no environment, too big for this team. Marcel comes out first drive, scores a touchdown. Marcel comes out second half, first drive, touchdown. This team doesn't feel pressure. It's been an unbelievable performance in these high pressure moments every single time. And if they can do that in nasty road environments, and then they can bring that back to Kyle Field and do it there, we're going to be playing in neutral fields, all playoffs, all national championship, God willing. Those are lower pressure environments than what he's dealt with.
Okay. Do we believe yet?
We got to move on. Y'all are going to, you're going to like talk yourselves into like, all right, like it's a disappointment if we don't
this
win.
is what the people are here for, what we think, right? About this shit.
Trust. I'm just
Like
saying
what
trust.
is we got to get 10 wins, right?
Yeah, let's get to 9. Why don't we get to 9 wins before we start talking about do we believe?
Of course, we have to keep winning. But reality is, right, if we beat Missouri, we're in the college football playoff. Barring like losing by 40 to South Carolina, Texas. If we win against Missouri, we're in. We'll talk about that next week, but I would think so. Job's not done by any
Job's
means.
not finished.
But you also have to enjoy this. Like, as fans, this is fun. This is successful. Like, we can't be holding our breath saying, oh, we don't know. We don't know. Like, dude, they look really good. This is a really good step forward. They look really, really good.
I was talking about this in the office today with one of my buddies who went to A&M, and he was like, we're talking about the scenarios if we go 11-1, 10-2, or we're in the playoff, what that looks like, whatever. Basically, what we netted out of like, dude, this is way scarier than going 8-4. 8-4, we can say we should have been 9-3 and yell at the committee. Oh, the committee should have, of course we didn't fucking get in. They'll never let us in. But now that might be a little scarier as a fan. I fear we're gonna have some hopes on the line here in a second. It's not like,
dude, we can't have a first round exit, man.
that's what I'm saying. Okay, so the goal has been make the playoff, right? But if we get to the point where it's all right, goals achieved, I'm going out sad as fuck if we lose in the first round.
Okay, this is a crazy conversation to have. You'd rather not make the playoff than make the playoff?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying the pressure as a fan exclusively, not even as a player. The pressure as a fan, I feel has gotten so much more heightened, where it's there was always okay, there it is. There's the loss. I'm not going to be too
fuck
emotional.
that, dude. This is a privilege. Enjoy it. Enjoy the ride. This team is so fun to watch, and they feel from an unbiased standpoint, if you're watching, I have random people that are not SEC football people texting me about this team.
Dude, same. Random people are texting me all the time, just dude, what do you think of A&M? I'm just I haven't heard from you in 4.5 years.
Yeah, people are tuning in, and I think we're likable right now because we're new, and because Marcel, and because Elko, and the chair. It feels like there's all these storylines of a championship team, like the championship DVD. It's all kind of lining up a little bit.
I hope they still make those. I would always be hyped whenever my teams didn't win a championship to watch another team's DVD.
That's the realest thing you've ever said, bro.
I've
always been curious what they've had on them because I've never actually gotten to experience.
I've always been I'm gonna buy the first commercial that comes up. I'm gonna call the number and buy all the shit that they're.
Nah, I had to book my flight.
All right, Brian Kelly, RIP. Let's just say a word for him.
He killed a kid.
Yep.
All game long, he was yelling at all of his players and coaches in the most aggressive. You could read his lips and exactly what he was saying every time. Was not holding back. You just knew it was over.
Yeah, he's not a good guy. There's some people that you're all right, is this a bad guy, or is the media painting him out bad? That's confirmed. It's just not chill.
I feel he fit in Notre Dame, where it's that's just the program, dude. The standard's high, and if he's an asshole to you, it's just because you don't fit in. But it's bro, he never fit LSU, and telling these dudes oh, you're uncoachable. Who the fuck do you think you are? It's all right, this was a mistake. Shout out to Scott Woodward for making another dumbass decision.
Let's go, bro.
Crazy.
Continues taking L's at all times.
Hall of Fame for the worst athletic director of all time.
It's actually hilarious.
He'll probably get hired at another premier school when he eventually leaves, is the crazy thing.
Of course we experienced him. Of course he was at A&M.
All right, I'm going to read this tweet, and then we can move off of this game. Texas A&M. Okay, I don't know who this came from. I'm sorry. I wish I did. But it's a sick tweet.
No, that's what I think it is. Just wait. That's what we were talking about. We're going to save it for Cringe Fest.
No, it's not. It's not.
Okay. All right.
Texas A&M has been dominant in the trenches on both sides of the ball this season, playing a big role in its 8-0 start. Here are some notes. A&M leads the country in sacks and tackles for loss allowed, while tying for 12th in sacks allowed and ranking 4th in TFLs. Over their last 4 games combined, all versus SEC teams, the Aggies totaled 18 sacks while giving up only 1. They also tallied 34 tackles for loss while allowing just 6. A&M held 4 of its 5 SEC opponents to below 80 rushing yards while rushing for 180 yards versus all of them. Now ranks 32nd in rushing yards allowed per game. In its 2 full games without star running back Le'Veon Moss, A&M averaged 220.5 rushing yards and 5.9 yards per carry. Now ranks 26th in rushing yards per game. Cassius Howell is tied for 3rd nationally in sacks with 9.5, while leading the SEC in pressures with 34. Left tackle Trey Zune boasts the highest pass blocking grade, 95.1 in the country per PFF. He has only 1 sack this season and has just 1 pressure in his last 4 games. Why would you cut me off in the middle of the last part?
But you're hitting us. This is too much.
It was so much.
You would just hit us with the verbal. I ain't reading all that.
Well, if you were paying attention, the fucking point is that you run the ball and you stop the run and you're dominant in the trenches. This is what an elite team looks like. This is what Alabama used to look like. This is what LSU used to look like. This Tommy Moffitt shit, dude. We're stronger and faster. We're developing. They're bought in. They're not afraid of the moment. It's different. Leave it at that. Bye week.
That was a shitload, though.
That was
AgKnocks.
so much, bro. I'm sorry.
That was a lot, bro.
What
I don't
were
know
you
how you
doing
didn't
on
like
the
read
You
podcast?
that.
said easily 40 or 50 numbers in that sentence, bro.
I'm sorry your brain couldn't handle it, bro. We will end Locktober.
Wow, without Cowdog is crazy.
Has Cowdog even been on a show in Locktober?
I think he was on like 2.
Hasn't even been locked in, bro. That's crazy. The fans will never know what Locktober even really means.
Yeah, dude. It's gonna be just like a myth. Is it real? Is it not? We'll never know.
Crazy.
Texas hate minute? Fuck them, dude. I hate them so much. They were down 17 with 12 minutes left. How did they win that game? I have no idea.
I did see that score at a wedding and text, yo, how are they getting their ass clapped like that? And they did come back immediately after. Jinxes are not real. Let's just put that out there. Jinxes are in no way real. They're
I cannot
not.
believe you just fucking said that and
They're
we're
kinda
8 now.
real.
When it comes to Texas, dude, like, come on. It's just not.
If we lose at Mizzou, I'm going to fucking hang you.
No, I didn't say anything about
I'm
that.
going to find a giant fucking oak tree. I'm going
Stick
to
it in your
string you
ass.
up.
Jesus.
I don't know what happened in this game. I legitimately don't know because I kind of stopped watching when it was 38-17. I was like making dinner. And then I turned around and it was 38-24. And then I turned around and it was 38-31. And then I turned around and this motherfuckers, they're punting to this guy again. 3 games in a row. This guy has had game-changing punt returns. And they are still punting to him in the fourth quarter. What is going on with the SEC?
Guys, we're not doing enough hating. We're doing a little bit too much glazing. The hating, Tom, if you'll elaborate, is the QB controversy that they have on their hands.
Yeah. So this is incoming from actually my brother. So my brother thinks there's a QB controversy incoming in Austin. I don't even know the backup quarterback's name, nor do I care what his name is. But he threw a touchdown pass on the one play or however many plays he was in. And Arch Manning is currently in concussion protocol. I do think if they do that, they might be better just because Arch is so bad.
Is it a soft bench? That's a new buzzword this year. Soft bench.
Like an ankle sprain type situation in the NFL, right? Like it's very similar context of like, okay,
Yeah.
he hurt his ankle, whatever.
They're going to be
Just
like,
bench him.
they're like,
See what
Arch,
happens.
how many fingers am I holding up, Arch? And he's like 3. And they're like, wrong. You still got a concussion, buddy. You got to watch the YouTube for that. It's funny.
I think, I don't know. I think what the backup did is instill just enough doubt, just enough. It was one pass, one touchdown. That's it. Like just enough where it's like, yo, what if we let him cook? So every time Arch like incompletion or like 3 and out, it's like always,
Dude, their fans are so fucking toxic that the next home game, next interception he throws, they're going to be chanting the backup's name.
He might not play this week. It kind of seems like he might not play this week.
That would be a soft benching for sure.
And why is Texas favored again? Like what? Their defense is really good. I'm not scared of their offense at all, but I think I would be more scared of their offense with another guy like Quinn rather than Arch. Arch is terrible. They're only starting him for politic reasons.
The Democrats.
Well, like the politics of like college football. So let's move off them. Fuck them. Like we need for Vanderbilt to take care of business, bro. I'm like, that's gonna piss me off. They can't get momentum. They should lose their next 3 games. All right, Aggie hoops update. So college basketball starts next week. Aggie basketball played their first scrimmage against Arizona State. Guess how many points they scored, boys?
I have no idea. I'm going to say 63.
Okay. Tom?
77.
Okay. So you guys have buzz brain because the Aggies scored 95 points in their scrimmage.
95?
And they
Were you
played
wedding threes? I haven't seen
Okay.
anything about this.
Apparently they had a very low shooting percentage too. So buckyball.
My God, this is going to be awesome, dude.
Dude, we're going to be like on the very top of the chart of like the pace charts.
Yeah. They're getting shots off. So it might just like, they might not have to be talented to win games, but that's the buckyball effect.
I don't know if that's like going to work like repeatedly, but like fair enough.
I mean, that was the thing. It was like, I didn't see anything about the game, but people were kind of like, oh, wow, we scored 95 points.
Let's see. Hold on.
They did win though. They won 95-88. It's a high possessions. It's like you got to keep up with us type of thing.
95 points. I don't even know the last time I've seen a college team score 95.
I mean, the Florida games and like Alabama games go up there all the time.
Yeah. But
But you don't know ball, Billy. So
hold on. Last time Texas A&M basketball scored 90 95 points.
You're probably in diapers, bro.
There's no way it's been that.
We scored 95 against Texas A&M Corpus in 2015, but it's like, I mean, yeah.
It's been since 2015 since we've scored that much? It didn't count, though.
No, that's actually, well, 95, yes. We scored 90 against Florida last year. Damn.
It's not
Yeah,
hard
I'm
anymore,
the-
bro. People are just so good at shooting threes. We could
They
probably
solve
score 90
basketball.
if we went out there these days.
Yeah, so for those that don't know, just a little bit of AgKnocks lore about the boys. Billy used to work for the basketball team
We've heard this story so many
in
times.
our days in college. No, just in case there are new fans, you never know. Billy used to pick who would run out there for that little 3-point Chick-fil-A contest. Little pop a couple threes. Usually people get 10 off. Had two of my boys do it. Not only Agjack. Agjack's not alone. Two of my boys who play basketball, who both went to the rec that morning to warm up, both went 0 for 10. So when Tom Ag is talking about we'd probably put up 90 if we were out there, I fear we wouldn't make a bucket. Something about the depth perception. Agjack, you can comment on what it was, but
Yeah,
I don't know.
let me speak on that. I was at the rec making threes. I was hitting them at a 50% clip before I went to the game. Just another preface here. That was before Elko culture. Okay,
50% clip?
I
Yeah,
was
that's
for the moment because Elko was not the coach. So John
Bro
Cal-
shot 2 3-point shots, hit one of them. Was like, yeah, 50%, I'm good.
Wait, okay. John Calipari is standing behind me with Devin Booker next to him, and yeah, I just couldn't hit the threes. I don't know what happened. I got short arms, short legs, whatever it is.
Evan Booker? I don't
Whoever it was it Devin Booker?
think that was I don't think Devin Booker was at Kentucky.
We should look that up because it was somebody like that.
I'll do TMU Kentucky 2017 basketball.
Wasn't it Towns?
No.
Did we lose that game? Really? No.
No, it was the one that we won on a buzzer beater with Tyler Davis.
That was 2016.
Yeah.
No? Yeah, 2016. It was,
I'm looking too.
who the fuck is Emily Jr.? Jamal Murray, though. That's
Oh,
kinda
not
hype.
too. There's Jamal Murray.
Their team was kind of ass that year. Poitras, Labissere,
Yeah.
Briscoe.
Point stands.
Yeah, well, can't win them all.
All right, we've gone an hour. We have Carter Karels still coming up. So let's get to Carter Karels and talk about how the season's gone so far.